Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shuck. This one will not connect. That's incomplete. They are testing this coverage on the opening drive, but it's holding up so far. 3rd down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. So out comes somebody with plenty of experience punting here in New Orleans. Spent 4 years at Tulane, Ryan Wright. He dodged the tackle. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears 1st down.
Staying grounded with Swift. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you say, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that. He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Buying some time right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
He finds him beyond the marker. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Swift, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Throwing on 2nd. Shuck. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked by T.J. Edwards. And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago. Heads up play from the linebacker there to take a short, innocent pass and just turn it into a major highlight for him and his guys.
And I know people are watching that going, how in the world the quarterback not see that linebacker?
Yep.
But sometimes, Kate, your focus is so much on the safeties, the nickel, the corner. You just take for granted you could fit that ball in, and that linebacker said, not on my watch.
And in the end, he's he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 1 quarter away so far. Our score, 14-0. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Line up the design keeper. He's going to be hit hard after a gain of 11. That's enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
He was brought down by DeMarco Jackson. A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd down run from Achane. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Trying for it with Shuck. Got a man. Vele has it. And now just outside the red zone as they come through on 4th down. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side on a play like that, you would better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
Now Shuck to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Sends this one to and through the end zone, so that's incomplete. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
The throw left side finds Johnson. Looks like about 7 on the completion before he headed out of bounds. 3rd down coming up.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Has it in close. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Can't go out of bounds and be the first one to touch it coming back in. As they say, that is an easy call. Here's Shuck on 2nd. He's in trouble, but he's not going to get away. Brought down at the 12. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. On play action now. Shuck bails out of the pocket quick. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball. Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Khalif Raymond to return it. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Williams will look to throw. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as a play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain. That feels like a sack for those defenders.
They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Chicago.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Justin Reed with the tackle. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Finds a seam down the middle. Defender is there to finally make the stop, but not before the play goes for 27. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down. Offense going audible this time. To throw, Williams. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play actually helped them get some points here going into the half. Now a timeout called. Still just 4 seconds left in the half. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right half. Santos' kick is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. And they're not going to get anything done as he's brought to the ground for a sack. So that is how our first half will end. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Raymond on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Second half starts with a run by Swift. And having gained up that handful there, sent to the ground by Pete Werner.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Here's Swift on second down. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
On the move, headed right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
If this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
On the play, second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This is Khan right back to Vela. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and
Chuck
1.
on third down. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Swift gets it again on second down. They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3. And that's going to be good for a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Bears first down.
Going run again with Swift. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this third quarter. It's the Bears with possession and a fairly comfortable lead to begin the fourth quarter. All right, welcome back. Quarter begins with a second down and 6. Out of the shotgun to get to Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Now an inside handoff to Swift. This one stopped. Gray gains about 6 yards. That's going to give the Bears the first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run now with Swift. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down. And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Bears nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now here's Williams. Chased out to his right. And he let his man shoot much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
A 46-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. Kamara gets it on the draw. Fights his way through a tackle. And he'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
A gain of 4.
Give on second to Kamara. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that is going to give the Saints a first down.
Gain of 12 yards.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
For a Saints first down.
Shuck to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jordan Tyson, a 44-yard score. And he pulls it. It's no good. Kick goes too far to the left. Point after left on the table. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
46-yard line.
On the carry, it's Swift. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up. The Saints call their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Third and man in motion right. On third down, here's Swift. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate. I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they are not going to get it all to begin the drive. They wanted to begin and end the series in just one snap, but now look to the end zone unanswered. So it's 2nd down. Running with Achane here out of the gun. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Achane again. And he's going to be taken down, so calling about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first. So the Bears take this one on the road. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Huard and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.
Say hello to the Lord with my sincerest regards. Why the rising tide of troubled waters we cross into the fire and frost when the desire is lost? Is it survivor's remorse that raised higher the course during the year of the horse. I had so much to resolve, it hung me over. I was fearing the hair of the dog. They was my homie. I was there when they carried him off. When we buried him, we wrapped him in Nigerian cloth. They told a story about him having a malaria cough. They tried to say he had a that was clearly a torch. I hold the fury so they fear me, but it nearly was boss. Expecting me to be forgiven like it really was squash. But I have seen so much that I can never be hushed. I've been the bearer of a burden that is heavy as I'm pure legacy, incredibly I'll never be touched. It ain't nowhere to go from here but up. While we were all in denial, and seeing the murderer smile as he was brought in the trial. I watched the vulture circle the weight and the fall of a child, and canines devoured alive, the call of the wild. I couldn't accept the charge for the call of the void, or for progress destroyed over Darwin and Freud. Survival totally could depend on the toss of a coin or a pawn. Which organization allows you to join? I live on the borderline like a dishwater blind, or like Malcolm shooting up the head to the Autobahn. I caught a vibe, I would have taken it as some sort of sign where I'm more aligned, but I was running so short of time, and I have felt so much that I am.
It's in the game.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
There's Mike McCarthy sending the Steeler offense back to the field. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
And the Steelers first down.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They're going to pass it here. And he's not going to escape this one. They take him down late in this ballgame. Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Contact is there. That's going to break up the catch. Incomplete pass.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some fresh legs defensively. Getting that.
Take this on the road. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks.
to the Mac. Get on what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on.
Nestled in the southern half of New England, welcome in everyone to Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. And for those of you who are just joining us, tone of the game took a major turn on that last snap. Never want to see an injury, especially at the quarterback position. But Brock, I know you've been here. You're turning to your backup, hoping that he can now lead your offense to this victory. What are they experiencing right now?
Well, what we get to see play out in front of us is how locked in this guy was. How locked in he was over the practice week into this game plan. And frankly, even the focus on every single snap today, we're going to get a chance to see how prepared he is for this moment.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Bennett throwing here. And the pick is dropped. She had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete. Get on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first two possessions. Now start on the ground. Gallup. He's got room to roam. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Buys time, rolling right. And he has a massive gain in style, sliding in safely after a tremendous pickup. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Looking to throw, Bennett. And this will wind up incomplete. So failure to connect brings up second down.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
Back to throw, here's Bennett. Has it at the 7. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Here's Bennett. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. Didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
Now Bennett. It's a screenplay to Warren. And he's going to score. Touchdown Steelers. Jaylen Warren. A 4-yard score. And there's that big welcome to the NFL moment for him, Brock. His first career touchdown pass. Gotta imagine you remember yours, right?
I didn't have...
Led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
This is Dowdle on second down. This is ahead for about 5. Wilton Williams making the stop.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from the back who knows how to read his blocks, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Into a crowd and intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the Patriots will begin the fourth quarter with a football following the interception. For their next series, led out on offense by by their quarterback. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Bennett. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Steelers first down.
Bennett now to throw. Hauled in by Bernard, left side. And a good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8. Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He rolls to his right. They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. Dowdle has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put...
Has his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. The 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Well, he definitely... Get on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Bennett. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary.
Led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And that interception has set them up beautifully inside the red zone. First down, play action. And he's not able to keep a hold of it through that hit. Incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
The inside give to Dowdle. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back now, pressure coming. And there it is. Touchdown, Steelers. Jeremy Bernard with his first NFL touchdown. For their next series, let out on offense by their quarterback. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. They go play action on 1st down. Rolling left, buying some time. And this is going to be out of bounds, so a gain of about 13 on the play. And that is good for Pittsburgh, first down. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked the right moments, picked his spots, and that stat line's benefited.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. On the counter, Dowdle. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to give the Steelers the first down. And with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
Gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
Now here he goes on the boot. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
By Marcus Jones.
Right side, quick pass, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Actually wound up losing a yard on that completion, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. Buying some time right. He can run it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
From the red zone on first. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Rico Dowdle scoring there to end an 8-play drive. 4 touchdown games for rookie QB. Not an exclusive list, Brock, but definitely a limited one, and the guys who can join it. Back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation. That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Forced out to his right. Yeah, the defensive pressure messes up that release. Pass falls to the ground. It is incomplete. It's 3rd down. That's pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the in route. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
It's a gain of 8.
Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
That right there, that's what we call a put-away run, leading to the greatest formation in football, that victory formation. And you can see it as everybody says bye-bye to the exits.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground again with Dowdle. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw it. On the move, headed right. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off, that's Bobby Wagner! And the Patriots were looking for some kind of miracle at the end. They nearly got it, but this game is over. So the Steelers come in and take this on.
His play has caught the attention of more than just his coaches and fans. Companies are also taking note, and one, Oakley, wants him as part of...
Welcome back, everyone, to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. It's a 14-point game here late, and you have to think they need a touchdown right now to stay in this game. And it looks like they think their backup QB is going to give them the best shot. So he can bring them all the way back, and it's a tall task, no doubt. The discussion around next week's starter is going to get very loud. Oh, the first. Welcome back, everyone, to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. It's a 14-point game here late, and you have to think they need a touchdown right now to stay in this game. And it looks like they think their backup QB is going to give them the best shot. So he can bring them all the way back, and it's a tall task, no doubt. The discussion around next week's starter is going to get very loud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now runs straight ahead with Warren.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Bennett looking to throw. The toss here.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach not them.
Set to take the field.